Hi everyone, this is Anne, Crafty Kimchi. Welcome back to my channel. I have a fun project share. It is a beautiful spring day here in New York, and I created this project probably a week ago, and I'd shown it on my Instagram, but had not come on to do a project share here on YouTube. And I thought, since it's beautiful, I have a couple of minutes to myself while my kid's out riding his bike. I'd jump on and share this fun banner that I created. On my Instagram, I used a different string, and I thought I'd go with a pink twine instead. These twine can be unraveled and totally be used as a embellishment versus a banner, but this is how I am sending this to my pal, and I'll just quickly go through my creation here. As I mentioned in my previous video, I am trying to be good and not go on a no craft spend. Like all things, I don't really believe in diets. I just believe in healthy eating. And again, with the crafty diet, I'm not going on a no spend, but I'm just trying to be more aware of what I have. And I think being organized and actually knowing your stash is like the first step to realizing what you have in your stash. I'm sorry for the rant. I know you guys probably just want to see the project share versus me going on and on about well, what diet I'm on. But nonetheless, this is me trying to use more of what I have and buy less of what's new and fancy. So I'm just going to zoom in and just go through each banner piece to kind of show you how I created. So I did use two different dies in my stash. If you look on the back here, one is a banner type, another is just a scallop banner. I wanted to use kind of like different offsetting pieces to just kind of give it a little bit of texture and difference. And I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit. So this first triangle banner here, I did use one of those Willow Lane banners on top. I have one of my sewn butterflies. Basically, I layered 3 to 4 different die cuts in my stash. I added a little bling. I sewed right in the middle. And for each of the banners, I did sew them. You can't really see it because I've covered it up, but I used it to sew this kind of top piece. And a lot of this is inspiration from Adriana Alvarez, Shara Crane, Amy Franco here on YouTube. I've taken pieces of what they've created and just found so much inspiration that I had to go and recreate my own. Here I did was I cut, this is about an inch of gold glitter paper, and I tucked it in between these die cuts. So I cut 2 of each layer, one on 110-pound cardstock and that I get from Michaels, and the other from deco paper from the Willow Lane collection. And then I tuck this piece in between, sew it, and then I start building from there. I like the embellishments to be sturdy. I always have to have my embellishments on 110-pound cardstock. I think it's just if not flimsy. So basically, I've layered up some tassel trim that I got from Joann's. I used a banner from the Willow Lane ephemera and my sewn butterfly. Here we have again sewn rosette. I'm super obsessed with these sewn rosettes, and I have to incorporate at least 1 or 2 into my projects. Here I just added some ruffle trim on the side. I offset the rosette just because it was so big. Little enamel dots on the side. Love how that came out, right? And then here we have, this is an embellishment that I created using the Tim Holtz camera, what is it, that mover and shapers die. I did create a smaller rosette, sewn it around it. I layered the bottom with some of that Michaels trim that I bought, and just cut it up to kind of like give it a little interest in the back. I have this teeny tiny butterfly here on the side, and my little word stickers that I've been trying to use up as well. Happiest together. I love how that came out. This screams spring. This little piece here, I used a banner kind of tail, And I laid that down on the bottom. And what I did, if you see here, was I scored the paper in between to kind of like pop it up. I kind of took that idea from Adriana Alvarez, and I laid down some of that star trim from that Willow Lane collection, although I bought it from Ali, and I'll link that down below. I used one of my Coco Reno lace dies just to give a little interest in the back, and I love this piece. I think it's great. This is one of those flourish thickers, enamel dots, super cute. Here's the next little flaggy here. I laid the side with some of that star trim. I tucked in a little ephemera, glittered it up with some stickles. I'm all about the word sentiment. I think this banner should be uplifting and inspiring. So here we go. I have a little butterfly, a little enamel dots tucked in the back, and that's super cute. And then this last piece here, I used again one of my rosettes. I don't know if you could see it, but I did use that Adriana Alvarez technique where you use a rosette, don't put it together, just lay it down and use it as a layering piece on top of your embellishment. So I thought it was super genius, and now I'm like obsessed. So thanks, Adriana, for always inspiring. Yeah, just lay down this thicker from the Willow Lane collection, pom-pom trim, just to give it a little fun, and I love how this came out. So basically, I'm just going to zoom out again. The recipient can choose to hang up this little banner, and I think it's super cute and fun, and teeny tiny enough that it doesn't take up too much room, and I love it. So, and especially with spring coming, I mean, well, spring is here. I thought it was super fun to share with my pal. And then here we have, I'm just going to zoom in again. I created this little box using a SVG file. So I am such a noob when it comes to anything to do with SVG, my Cricut machine. I don't really understand a lot of the whole cutting and attaching, and I'm learning slowly but surely, and thankfully I have great ladies here in the community that have helped me. So I did buy this SVG file from Lori Whitlock, and it's not the most perfect box in the world, but I'm kind of happy with how it came out. On the top I have a piece of acetate, and I have the word sewn rosette, and I just kind of stitched it, kind of, playing on what's inside. And here I just shared my sewn rosettes for my pal to use. Sharing is caring. So that is it for my project share. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Let's all be more cognizant of the stash that we own and create. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a good one. Bye.